some breaking news here down in the San Antonio area. Mallory Hartley, Dave Campbell's Texas football, alongside Greg Powers, director of recruiting. Cibolo Steele, 2026 running back. Jonathan Hatton commits to Texas A&M, and he is the 8th commit for the Texas A&M Aggies for the class of 2026 so far. Give me your initial reaction to this.
Well, huge commitment for Trooper Taylor, Mike Elko at Texas A&M for the second consecutive year. They've landed one of the top tier backs nationally, but also in the state of Texas. To follow DeAndre Tiger Ryden Jr.'s commitment last year, they've now picked up a 4-star in Jonathan Hatton, who's actually rated a little bit higher. He's the number 8 overall prospect in our top 10, so he is an elite talent. But back-to-back, landing these guys has to be a feather in the cap for this Texas A&M staff, because these are two of the hardest playing football dudes in the state. They really get after it, and A&M was able to beat out schools, like Oklahoma, Alabama, and Ohio State for Hatton. So that tells you the level that they are recruiting at underneath of this staff in College Station. Also, a little bit of a shout out to DJ Mann, who recently joined the staff, former Texas high school football coach, who's doing a tremendous job down there. And I know that he plays a special part in that running backs room, especially on the recruiting trail. So good job to the whole staff down in College Station. And
Hatton had a phenomenal year at Cibolo Steele last season. He was formerly committed to the Oklahoma Sooners. He was able to rack up 1,225 yards and 21 touchdowns to earn first-team all-district honors in his junior campaign. And like you said, he chose Texas A&M over a plethora of programs like Ohio State, Alabama, Tennessee. Tell me about him as a player.
Well, you picked out some schools there that I think every college football fan dials up when they think of elite running back schools, right? And Hatton is one of those guys at 6 foot, 205, 215 pounds. He can run right over you. And he loves to do that. He has the frame to do it, the size to do it. Defenders just slip off of him so easily, right? And I think that lets a lot of people overlook just how slippery he is, or how talented he is, or how elusive he is in the open field. He has tremendous feet. He hits the hole extremely fast, and then he can make people miss in tight windows. Something that you don't typically say about backs who are in high school running at over 200 pounds. It's just not fair whenever defenders in high school have to try to tackle him. So things will balance out as he gets to college, but I like the blend of speed and the blend of size that he brings to the table. I think he can be a day one contributor at the college level, and that's one of the prerequisites now as I start to think about formulating a top 10 list. I'm looking at guys who I feel like can have an early impact, and Hatton is one of those guys I feel like can come in and be a guy right away.
And you've told me before that he kind of mirrors his game after DeMarco Murray. Is that correct?
Yeah, he when he was committed to OU, of course, he said he patterned his game after DeMarco Murray, and I think Texas A&M fans will be happy to hear that. I think that could be true. Now, they didn't land DeMarco Murray coming out of high school. Of course, he went to play at OU, where he is now the running backs coach in Norman. But can he have the same career trajectory as an Adrian Peterson? That's a lot to ask.
No, yeah.
Right? But if he does, there are going to be a lot of happy Aggies fans out there.
Absolutely. Again, Cibolo Steele 2026 running back Jonathan Hatton commits to Texas A&M. He will be down in College Station maybe in a year or so to play for the Aggies. Keep it locked on TexasFootball.com/recruiting.